The most classic and popular trending indicators are the moving averages, the exponential moving average, EMA, and the simple moving average, SMA. As discussed earlier in the course, an SMA is a technical indicator that averages a selected range of prices. The EMA will put more weight on the more recent price action. So many traders use the EMA on intraday charts and SMAs on the larger time frame charts. And some traders like to just stick to the more popular SMAs on all the charts. It's up to you on what you like, but there are three main ways that most traders use either of these moving averages. The first way is one we have already discussed, and that is using moving averages as support and resistance lines. Not only are they used to buy or sell off of, but using them as support or resistance lines can be beneficial when trying to ride the trend up or down. Unlike other support and resistance areas, a moving average will move with the price action. Some traders like to ride a smaller moving average, like a 3 or an 8 SMA, as long as they can, then exit the trade when the price breaks the moving average. This allows them to ride the trend as long as possible, which is the second way. Using the moving averages as a trend indicator, a trader will look to see how a few moving averages stack on each other. If you were a bull, you would want the averages stacked from lowest moving average at the top to the largest moving average at the bottom. You can clearly see the trend by looking at how the moving averages are stacked on this chart. Now, take a look at this chart. All the moving averages are all over the place. This is showing you there is no trend and a lot more choppiness. Whereas on this chart, you can clearly see a downtrend with the moving averages stacked the opposite way, with the highest moving average on top and the lowest ones on bottom. Some traders will use two moving averages and look at which direction they are all pointing to find the trend. This is often associated with a crossover, which leads me to the third way, the moving average crossover. A crossover consists of at least two moving averages, and they are crossing each other. In general, when the smaller one crosses above the larger one, it is a bullish trade. And when the smaller average crosses below the larger one, that is a bearish trade. If the trader is using more than two averages, they will look for the crossover with moving averages stacking in their direction. Using 3 or more averages can help avoid false crossover signals, as they can happen quite often. Along with the crossovers, a trader might also pay attention to the distance of the moving averages after the crossover. If the smaller and larger moving averages are further apart than normal, then it may be a reversal signal, as the trader assumes the price will come back to the mean or to the moving averages. A trader may also look at how close the moving averages are together. As the moving averages come together, the price of the stock will be consolidating, possibly giving a good continuation pattern type of entry. A trader that uses crossovers likely looks at the significance of the crossover. If the crossover is barely happening, then a trader may not be as confident in the cross. In summary, there are so many EMAs and SMAs you can try and test for yourself. We will go over specific ones that I have seen traders have success with in the strategy section. But until then, I will see you in the next video.